ìwòsàn ọ̀fẹ́ la mú wá yìí o. Ẹ wá gbà yìí.
Yeah, so it looked like an interesting production. I love the way the lighting was. The characters seemed to have everything on point, and I felt like watching more. Now, that kind of production work only comes together when great producers, writers, script supervisors come together to make things happen. Now, we have two of such amazing people here with us on the couch. We have Princess Precious Udokwe. She's a screenwriter, script supervisor, and someone with aspirations of becoming a writer and director very, very soon. She's worked as a magazine editor and content writer, short story writer, and OAP. And right now, she's sitting on the couch with Funke Owonipa. Now, she is a storyteller, filmmaker, and singer as well. They're both alumni of the Ebony Life Creative Academy, and they directed the award-winning short film, Ogun. Did I get it right?
Yeah,
Ogun.
you
I've been singing it in my head, so I got it right. Welcome to the show.
Thank you.
So those huge smiles on your faces tell me one thing. You love hearing and talking about what you do, and you're doing what you love.
Yes.
They say when you do what you love, it's like you're not working, right?
Hi.
But you guys work hard.
Really hard.
So let's talk a bit about the journey, especially for the award-winning short film. Okay. Putting a production together, being young in the industry, it couldn't have been easy. Talk to us about the journey.
Okay. Well, it was not easy.
Yeah.
Being the writer of this big award-winning short film, it was not easy because there were a lot of things I had to go through before the story came together and it then makes sense for production.
Okay.
Yeah. So developing the story was not, it's not something you just wake up and just do. You have to think about the characters, think about the plotting, think about the location. You have to consider so many things so you don't give the producers, the directors unnecessary work to do. But I think I pulled through.
A lot of people don't consider the work of the writers. You know, they don't think about the writers at all. They think of the director sometimes, and they give the director quite a bit more attention. But then directors are also, their heads are in so many different places. How did you piece together this particular production? What were you thinking about when you were putting it together?
First off, I think we had the synergy that we both loved horror. So it worked beautifully for us. Okay. So with that said, the writers are like the mind of the story, and the directors are the tellers. Okay. So from the onset, the first thing I learned was that directing is a collaborative work. Sure. So you have to put everybody on board. You're both a director, you're directing the people and you're directing the film. So it was really, really tasking, working with young creatives, with everybody bubbling with their own imagination, their own thought processes, and you have to just like bring everybody together and like, we have to do it this way. This is the vision. We have to work with a single vision to produce a single film. So it was really exciting to work with young creatives, and it was still tasking.
So I know that many directors, writers, they have someone they're channeling, a director or producer that they would love to be like. Okay. You know, is there any such director that you have in mind?
Okay, there are a lot of them out there, but I'll bring it to Nigeria. Okay. I think I relate a lot with Kemi Adetiba because I relate with her journey and her story. Where she started from, there was a story she posted, and it was just like I was mirroring it because the first film you produce or you direct has a huge impact on you, and there's a little bit of you in every story you tell. Okay. So I relate with her story, so I would say Kemi Adetiba.
Okay, all right. So I'm going to come back to you now because you wrote a horror. So we've got the love story writers, the comedy skit writers. Not too many that can write a horror short film. So what are those little intricacies that make it different from the more popular comedies and dramas?
Well, for me, what intrigues me naturally to horror is the fact that I can be scared, at the same time, learn something. I'm not just scared for being scared's sake, but I'm learning something. And when I wanted to write my own, I thought of, I'm a Nigerian writer, so I want to write an horror that people will also learn something from aside being scared. So I took it back a little, and then I think I delivered it in the story.
But learning has never really been the core of the horror genre. If you go to Hollywood now, they're not really trying to teach you any lessons. Apart from, okay, if you hear a knock at the door in the middle of the night, don't open it. You know, that should be a given. Yeah. But you know what? At this point, let's take a quick look at the trailer we're talking about of Ogun.
Your bill will keep increasing as long as she stays here. No.
Oh, chilling. So it might interest you to know that this particular short film was produced by our very own Winfrey Daniel Okolo. So she's actually Agbele Shea now. She's Winfrey Agbele Shea now, right? Yeah. And she actually went through this whole process just before she got married. Yeah. And she was talking to us a little bit about it, but not letting the cat out of the bag as to what she was doing exactly. So you need to say something very nice about our friend Winfrey. This is your opportunity to say it now.
She is a force.
Really?
Like, yes. She's a creative virtuoso. She's so great. She's so interesting to work with, and she has a lot of interesting ideas. So there's sometimes you're in the middle of a fix, like, how do we do this? Because we have to do some things right on the spot, different from the plans, and she's there with an idea. And
fabulous! I love that. I love that.
Yes. She's the creative producer, and she, you know, I have the idea, I've written it down, so I have my director, I have the team that they want to do it. And Winfred, what she did was, she would come to me and say, Precious, do you think, if I have to make any adjustment after their meeting, she comes to you, what do you think? I think I like your idea. And, you know, she's good with communication. She was able to hold the relationship between the writer and the other team perfectly. So I give it to her.
Winnie, we are extra, extra proud of you. And now this is award-winning because it won the choice was Viewers Choice Award. Viewers Choice Award, right? Yes. And it won Best Film. Now we are really proud of you, Winfrey, and we're so pleased that we're able to meet your writer and director. I'm actually so interested in some of the other projects. We saw another project that you worked on earlier on in the trailer. Urukomi. Yeah. So you're not just doing horrors now. You're doing all sorts of different types of.
Okay. I like interesting projects. Yeah. Okay, for that particular project, I was just a strict supervisor. Okay. But my first love is actually romance.
Really?
Yes.
Really?
Yes.
Okay.
But I'm also very versatile and very imaginative, so I love to challenge myself. And horror is something I enjoy to absorb, so it was just a given that I would be able to give it out. Yeah.
Honestly, I see great things coming from both of you. In fact, from all of you, the entire team. Amazing work.
Thank you.
I know that when it comes to short films, people don't really appreciate that it takes a lot to put a short film together. They think of movies and feature-length films as more work, but short films, I think, is even more hard work to cut down everything into a short time. Yeah. How short is short? How long was the entire thing?
Okay, the entire thing is like 10 minutes.
10 minutes?
Yeah, and we shot for like 3 days.
Goodness me. All right, then.
And? I wrote it in 6 pages. But 6 pages, imagine like I have this big idea and I have to cut it down in 6 pages and still make sense. So it was not easy.
Honestly, I can only imagine. I can only imagine. So in terms of cost now, I know you're not using that many days on set, but in terms of cost of production, was it really tasking putting money together for this production?
Okay, we had help from the academy because it's a student project. Okay. So we also, as students, had to rely or leverage on people we knew to help us cut costs on some things that we could get for free. Okay. So yeah, that really helped. But it is actually tasking because we had to go back and ask for a little bit more funds to
offer some things.
Yes.
All right, then now more grease to your elbows, more amazing projects. We can't wait to see them appear here on Wake Up Nigeria. Thanks so much for taking our time to come.
Thank you.
You know what? In fact, let's thank you properly by taking you to the kitchen. Our chef has been hard at work. Let's go.